And hello, it's Damon the Global Gardener. Welcome back. If you haven't seen some of the other videos, we did various travel products on masks and cellulose powder spray for the nose and nail clippers just randomly because I needed those and they're awesome. I had to share about that. And now we're doing, we did cleaning products too, laundry, liquidless laundry detergent, natural. Yes, I like natural things, and yes, I'm looking at like 100% DEET because there's like mosquitoes. Traveled 15 countries of Africa this year, heading to Central America soon, and wanted to try these out for you and make sure that there are effective. Like effective was number one. Like I don't want to get Zika, Chikungunya, Malaria, yellow fever, any of the, what else do mosquitoes transmit? You can put that in the comments for me, please, if I forgot something. But so many horrible things that I really don't want to get from mosquitoes. And so, any way that I can keep them off me, I am going to do, whether it's like super toxic or chrysanthemum based pyrethrum or Picardin. Picardin. Yeah. So different ways of just like getting that stuff, either because that it kills the bugs. It's probably not the greatest for the humans. Um, this claims 10 hours of protection. So like if I was like going hiking in the jungle, I would probably go with something like that. And then these are also kind of like drying. So there's a this one, a 12-hour lotion. So that's, and so a lotion, like, so if you're in a place where you can't spray because these are sprays, because if you're indoors you don't want to be spraying this stuff. That's an outdoor activity. So if you're indoors and that's, you can only do one thing, like you're about to go to sleep or something and you just need to put something on, but you don't want it, like you don't want to be breathing it all night in the air. So you get a lotion, or you get wipes. And so these wipes are just a disposable wipe that you can just peel out a little towelette. This is a goop lotiony thing. They get a towelette and wipe down your arms and legs and probably your neck and maybe your face a little bit. Don't get it near your mouth, and probably on your forehead too is okay. But that way you're not spraying in the area where you're either sleeping or about to go outside. And these are probably a little bit drying too. So they're 20% Picardin, and this is the Picaridin spray. And they're name brands, which I don't know, can be good, can be bad. Some of the name brands really don't care about. Yeah, this is SC Johnson from Off, and what are these? Naturapel. I probably should have looked this up before. Tender. I don't know who that is. That's out of New Hampshire. Anyway. Naturapel claims to be natural. Who knows really? But so here's the more natural ones are the Burt's Bees. Or no, this isn't the Burt's Bees ones. I had the Burt's Bees ones. This is the Badger, and it's anti-bug, shake and spray, eco-friendly, great for kids, certified organic, and 100% natural. And so you can see this one's kind of beat up. I definitely did take this around through Colombia, and it was helpful and useful. And it's in a aluminum cylinder spray, and it was, I think, mostly effective. I'm trying to remember back because this is a couple of years ago. If we got bit, I don't think too bad. I think, and it kind of smells good. I think it's just a bunch of oils. Not essential oils; those don't really work. But it's 23% soybean oil. It's probably genetically modified, so I don't know how. Well, it says organic, so That's highly suspect. 10%, what is that? Castor oil. And then essential oils. Oh, okay, essential oils. Of citronella, cedar, lemongrass, rosemary, geranium, peppermint, and then inactive ingredients is 33.3%. So a third of this is water. Oh, and then it's got wintergreen. Oh, wow, no wonder it smells so good. And it's probably cooling too. So there's that one, the Badger, and I'll put the links below the video here so you can pick those up through my Amazon affiliate links. And the Cutter, another name brand. They do a bunch of DEET stuff, which is like sketchy and scary. The research is not conclusive about its actual safety, but this is a natural product, sort of. It's lemon eucalyptus, and it's not the, it's and so DEET free. So there's there. So we looked at, we're going all the way from DEET 100 to DEET free in frame by frame here. So so DEET free. So I'm not convinced that DEET is. What am I convinced about DEET? I still my researching through the research is out on that jury. So I think in a pinch I would use DEET. That's why I have it. Like if nothing else worked, I would, or I ran out of everything else, I would lean back on that. Or if I was in an area that was like really bad with mosquitoes, I would maybe go straight for that, just to be like, I can't deal with the mosquitoes, I need to sleep or something. But my go-to is this one, and this worked really well in Africa. We brought a net and would spray the outside of the net, but so they, I don't know, get in the net somehow when you're sleeping, or you can tell when they're like outside the net because they're like, I really want to bite you, but I can't get in. Let me in. I'm not gonna do that. So forget you. But it was almost pleasurable to hear them grinding their gears at the gate of the net outside. But so to repel them even from the net is things like this that repels mosquitoes. It's getting dark out, so I was going to try to read this to you. Zika, West Nile, Dengue, Chikungunya. These are some of the ones that maybe you can put in the comments, either your experiences with these or your desire to avoid them. We stayed with a family in Colombia who the children had classmates who died of, I believe it was Zika, and like more than one that had gotten it and either gotten sick. It was like this girl was telling me this, and I was like, I couldn't fathom thinking about back in grade school or even middle school having friends, or just even knowing somebody at school that died of a mosquito-borne disease. Blew my mind. So and was very sad. So that's why I'm sharing with you an entire line of defenses. So here's one. It's it kind of stings a little bit. It's really a bit smelly, but like kind of good smelly because it's citrusy, lemony. And so it's derived from lemon eucalyptus. Is the point I was getting to. That it's the active ingredient that they have researched that they know is the effective part. So like you got that Badger one, and I think the what was that Burt's Bees one that has all the essential oil stuff in it, and they've shown maybe it's effective sometimes, kind of, and not kind of, like fairly, like more than nothing for sure. but the one active ingredient they know for sure is the I'm like mixing up ideas of which, because I researched a bunch of these, and now I'm trying to remember the one active ingredient that they find highly effective in the lemon eucalyptus. That is a large portion of what is in here, and so this is the one that it's not an essential oil, and it's not it's the extract of the, what am I looking for here? It's the part that works, essentially. They took that out and studied it and put it into this spray, and so this is the one that works, and this is the one that I recommend, and this is the one that I put as the first link down below. That if you just want to go straight to this, you're gonna have success in keeping them boogers off you, and you know, keeping them away. So, and it doesn't hurt to have the wipes for where you can't spray, because even if you're indoors and you spray this, it's going to be pretty smelly for a while. But these you can wipe on conveniently, whether you're, I don't know, on a small prop plane about to enter the jungle, and you want to make sure that you're protected from the get-go. You can put the wipes on, or if you're, you know, I don't know where you'd be. These I've found these to be useful. And then the longer lasting lotion version, if the other ones you find your skin is just drying out too much. And then for like hard hitting hammer of military grade, this is like tactical mosquito, because if you stay in the same place for too long, they might even get used to certain things. So then you can switch it up with other items. But I'm probably going to bring all these, because you can bring on a carry-on. You can check all these. I've checked all these with no problem, even more than these. But if you end up, I don't know, my bag now is I have a carry-on and a day pack, and so if I do end up checking these or carrying these on, they're within the parameters, I believe. Most of these are. This is a 2 ounce, and this is, I believe, a 4 ounce. So maybe it doesn't qualify, but they don't go too crazy about that. They're more concerned about the COVID right now and the pandemic. But I again encourage you to keep traveling, regardless of what fears they're putting out there. It's basically the same hazards we've always had. We've probably should have always been wearing masks to be bacteria conserving. The N95s here, but these are an added benefit. These be sure to see the other videos on this cellulose nasal coating to prevent virus spread. But now we have mosquito-borne illnesses to be concerned about. That you remember when Zika used to be a big thing, and now it's kind of not. So we're still protecting for this, but we're also protecting with these and these other items while traveling. So there you have it, and I look forward to seeing you in other videos where we discuss all these things, and then I look forward to actually traveling and taking you with me into botanic gardens around the world.